culture that's existed from the time you were a player that is true to this day. And I was just wondering if you could describe that culture a little bit.
Well, we talked about the energy that our building provides, right? And we want to put a product on the ice that's going to energize our fans. So we want to be fast. We want to be physical. We don't want to be a team that's pushed around. We want to be a team that's always tough to play against and is going to play hard regardless of the score. And so I feel we have a lot of those players that fit those qualities, and our fans are going to be proud of our team this season.
But in losing some of your high-octane offense in Charles Hudon and Maltsev, who are you really looking to take a big step and contribute production this year?
Well, I think some of the players that we've talked about that we'd like to see them take that next step in their offensive productivity would be Jean-Luc Fruity, Oscar Olesen, and then the new players that we've got coming in are going to handle some of that weight as well with Kiro from Texas, and then Tufty and Olofsson. So those are the players. Cal Burke has continued to increase his production every single year, and then I think we're pretty solid on the back end if we have potentially Brad Hunt in our lineup or Jack Kahn, and so Sam Malinsky to build off his early pro career start. So it'll be a community balanced offensive team, but those are the guys that we'd like to see probably take that next step.
In looking at the back end, you mentioned that Branham was going to transition into working with the defense team more closely. What does he bring to that role that's going to be especially helpful for those young players?
Yeah, Tim was a defenseman throughout his career. He's a former draft pick. He's played a lot of games in the American League. And he's coached a lot of seasons, got a lot of experience working with forwards and D. So he's going to put an identity on them that I think the fans will enjoy and then they'll be proud of as well.
And then in looking at the additions from this offseason, it feels a little different from years before when the Dylan Sakuras and the Kiefer Sherwoods were targeted. Charles Hudon comes on this last year. Is there a different approach into the type of team that you're building going into this season? Maybe something that you're looking to strengthen?
Well, I think one thing that I think management have looked at and we've talked a little bit about is just making sure the players that we have are aligned with how the Avalanche want to play, and they're going to fit that mold. I'm not saying those players in the past didn't. I mean, we loved having those players. They put up great numbers. They had career seasons, and some of them worked their way to other NHL clubs. But some of the guys they brought in are going to have fresh starts here with our team and a good opportunity to create some traction with the Avalanche.